Yep, that's it. After 5 years of university, I finally, officially became a vet. But that's the end. Maybe I should just start from the beginning. I've always wanted to be a vet. For many people, it is the dream job as a child. Because you take care of animals, you heal, and you give happiness to their owners. And most of these people give up on this dream of becoming a vet because it's not always that pink. Sometimes you end lives for good, but it hurts. And my first internship ever, when I was 15 years old, was an absolutely horrible moment. And I thought I would give up on this dream. But here I am, done with university, ready to work for your dear pets. But where did it all start? Arriving to college as a freshman, I didn't know what to expect. I was just excited. I was this 18 years old French guy, finishing high school, leaving his home, his country, to discover the Spanish life. Now that I recall these moments, I don't really remember having an ounce of stress. Well, maybe for my first day at university, but besides this, it was all about positive feelings. The first weeks and month of college allowed me to discover new cultures, meet new people, learn English and some words of Spanish at the same time, and start to have a taste of what they call the best years of your life. It was for me this time where I was starting to reinvent myself. The Sacha who arrived at university wasn't himself. I was the way I was because of social pressure back in high school. I was all about materialistic things, friends, and money. And from there, I started to change, slowly but surely. It felt like shortly after I just arrived at uni, I was already entering my second year. With a little retake in between, but let's agree to forget about that part, because anyways, biostatistics aren't even helpful to work as a vet. The second year of university started off right. New roommates, meeting new people, same apartment, but kind of a new beginning. The month were passing by and life was good. Pretty good. And then no surprise, life started to taste different. And COVID hit Europe for the first time.
Now to growing concerns about the deadly coronavirus officially hitting the U.S.
2 des 3 patients français atteints de coronavirus.
From this moment, I understood that the university years weren't going to be the same as described by everyone. Lockdown, no more social interactions, a more than inhuman way to live for days, weeks, and months. But the goal was still there. I had to become a vet. Even though I don't really remember any moment where deep inside me I forgot about the goal. Uni started to feel different, less exciting and even kind of boring. The cool aspect of studying veterinary medicine is to take part of practical stuff, touching, learning how to be precise with your hands, learning gestures, and all of this was gone in a matter of days. I knew I had to change. I knew I had to do something besides college. I've always been the type of person who needed to do something besides its main activity. It was about time to get back to work on my clothing brand that I started back in first year of uni. I'm a creative. I also love clothing and dressing up. It was a great combo to express my creativity and mix it with my entrepreneur mindset. Long story short, that did not work because of a lack of money to invest and a deep desire to rush the process. Without any project, keeping going at university was going to be tough. And I knew it. I entered more towards a physical aspect of things rather than on becoming a high-value man, until that one day where I decided to search for my first self-improvement video. I quickly understood that this path could literally change my life, and that it could help me become a better vet throughout the years. So I started to get my first self-help book, then my first productivity book, and then the second one, and the third one, and the list goes on and on. And I started to change in a matter of weeks. I switched my mindset from one to another, but something was missing. I was not creating anything. In 2022, I thought about the fact that maybe many students were in my case, quite bored at university and needing something extra to give purpose to their life. And this is where I started to share the self-improvement journey and to completely open myself to the word. The weeks were passing by and I was getting that hype about becoming a vet back, that little fire inside of me, that thing that always got me thinking and dreaming about becoming a vet since I was a child. On the side, I was also learning a new skill, something valuable in the 20th century, and overall something that made me a better man and that just made me happy. My last year of university has honestly been the greatest. It was a perfect year. The perfect representation of life, where stress and challenges are happening, where growth has never been as present as it has been throughout the past month, where the best version of myself came out, where life has shaped me more in 4 months than in the first year of college. This last year offered me the opportunity to travel and to discover a new country for 2 months, the beauty of Switzerland. There I managed to make new friends, to connect with another culture, and to start touching with the tip of my fingers what being a vet really meant. Plenty of times during college I had downs and was wondering if all of the struggle was even worth it, if that really was meant to me. if that's really what I wanted to be doing for my entire life, or at least for most of the upcoming years. When you enter university, you think that you are only going to have interesting subjects, all related to your career. Then you start to discover that vets are unfortunately responsible for food safety around the world, and that you also have to go through anthropology classes and to learn about the origin and development of human societies and culture. And during all of those moments, you're just gonna do one thing. You gotta trust the process. If there's one thing that I've learned along these 5 years of studying and growing and facing life challenges, is that for literally everything in life, if you don't give up on your first down, nor on the second one, and even less on the third and fourth ones, then great things will happen. If you just do it sad, do it happy, do it lazy, do it tired, just as good as you would do it feeling energized and motivated, if you just simply trust the process, then everything will work out. And more than not giving up, it first starts by daring. Daring to be different, daring to expose yourself because of your art, and becoming vulnerable, daring to do the things that you want to do right now, but which make you overthink a lot. I wanted to leave university without any regrets, and without having tried my absolute best to do what I wanted most deep inside of me. So trust me, ego and all of this is not a good thing. Just dare. Take the first step, and shoot your first YouTube video ever. Draw your first lines, build your first construction, or just dare to send that first text, because amazing things can come from this. I am this type of human who never realizes how lucky he is in the present. An annoying trait of mine is that I never live in the actual moment. I always think about the future, regardless of whether it is a week far, month, or even years. I always have to plan things ahead, to think about what my life will look like and how happy I will be, forgetting about how happy I should be right now. I spent 5 years at university with just one thing in mind, wanting it to be over, wanting to start my life, and wanting to finally become independent. And now that I'm done, I just wish I could go back. I would surely change some things along the way, and I wouldn't be that excited about taking these boring subjects again. But for the rest, I loved it all. Meeting new people, new culture, learning about respecting others and welcoming people even though they're different than you. You also create amazing bonds with some people. On the way, you meet people that will be there only during your university years, and you also meet a couple of them that you know will always be by your side. You learn how to cultivate friendship, because it's not that easy in the end. You learn how to open yourself to new things, to the discomfort of going outside, talking a different language than yours in front of your friends, starting new sports, new hobbies, where you had to start from zero, the discomfort but excitement of dating, the joy from succeeding and passing your exams, the stress the nights before, and the disappointment when things don't work out in the first place. All of these mixed feelings are written in this 5 years long book of mine, where every single person who entered my life, who left, who's still around, who supported me and who's still supporting, left a few sentences each inside. And to all those people, even though the book is closed now, thank you. Thank you for making all of this happening, and thank you for being part of this adventure. Now let's start writing a new book, starting all over again. And for the first outro as a vet, well, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. And as always, I'll meet you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Brush strokes, cutthroat from the low where no love goes. Women buddy like it's been that. Wanna fuck me looking at the bill stack off the bubbly buddy.